Good morning. Uh, Today's topic is free space management. Free space management. I already put a video yesterday regarding this free space management uh, as a guest lecture. And now we have to see uh, free space management. As we know that the memory space in the disk is limited. um, it is a in a usual point. We all of know that the free space in the disk is limited, some amount. So we need to use the space of the deleted files for the allocation of the new files. Because of limited disk space, space, we need to reuse the memory space whatever we get by deleting the files. So that is deleted file space is needed to reuse. So we need to use the space of the deleted files for the allocation of new files. Okay, see here, one optical disk allows only one write at a time in the given sector, and thus it is not physically possible to reuse it for other files. The system maintains a free space list by keep track of the free disk space. The free space list contains all the records of the free space disk block. One optical disk allows only one write. Optical disk allows only how to write once in the given sector, and thus it is not physically possible to reuse it for other files. So once you have to write anything on optical disk, whether you delete that file from that optical disk, there is no way to write on that physically, because it gives you permission to write only once. So the system maintains a free space list by keep track of the free disk space. It maintains a list what are the available free space blocks in the disk. The free space list contains all the records of the free space disk block. So this free space list contains what are the available free space blocks in the disk. Okay, the free blocks are those which are not allowed to other files or other directory. Once again, the free blocks are those which are not allowed to other files or directory. When we create a file, first we search for the free space in the memory and then check the free space list for the required amount of space that we require for our file or not. So the free space blocks are not allocated for the new files directly. The free space which are not allocated to the files are directory at first time. First, it checks whether the free space is available in the memory or not. So if the free space is not available in the memory, then it goes to check the free space list. Okay, so that means whenever you create a file, that file is not allocated free space directly. So first it searches for my memory, Then if the free space is not available in the memory, then it goes to check a free space list, and if it is available, then it checks the required amount of free space is available in the free space list or not. Hope you understand my point. In third point means for the purpose of either file or directory, the free space is not allocated at first time. I mean, it is not allocated free space directly. Whenever the memory is not available for the file or directory, then only it goes to check for free space list, and it check for the required amount of memory space is available or free space available or not. If the free space is available, then allocate this space to the new file. ఒకవేళ ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ న్యూ ఫైల్కి అవైలబుల్ న్యూ ఫైల్కి కావాల్సిన ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ అవైలబుల్ ఉందనుకోండి, అది అలొకేట్ చేస్తుంది. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ద అలొకేటింగ్ స్పేస్ ఈస్ డిలీటెడ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ లిస్ట్. ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ లిస్ట్లో నుంచి అవైలబుల్ ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ లిస్ట్ని తొలగిస్తుంది. అంటే ఇప్పుడు 4 GB ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ లిస్ట్ ఉంది, 2 GB అలొకేట్ చేసామనుకోండి, రిమైనింగ్ ఉండేదంతా 2 GB. సో ఆ 2 GBని డిలీట్ చేస్తాం. I mean deleted 2 GB because the 2 GB is allocated for a new file. So the available free space is now 2 GB. అదే ఆ పాయింట్ అక్కడ. ఒక న్యూ ఫైల్ ఈజ్ క్రియేటెడ్, ఫస్ట్ ఇట్ చెక్స్ the availability of memory. If it is available, then it allocate the memory, and otherwise it checks for the free space list, and the required amount of free space is available, then the required amount of space is allocated for a new file, and after completion of allocating the free space for a new file, that space is deleted from the free space లిస్ట్లో నుంచి డిలీట్ చేస్తాం. వై? బికాస్ ఆల్రెడీ సమ్ స్పేస్ ఈజ్ అలోకేటెడ్ టు న్యూ ఫైల్, అండ్ అంటే ఏం లేదు, ఇప్పుడు 10 బ్లాక్స్ ఖాళీగా ఉన్నాయని మనం ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ లిస్ట్ చూపిస్తున్నాం, 10 బ్లాక్స్ ఆర్ ఫ్రీ అని చూపిస్తున్నాం. ఓకే, ఒక 5 బ్లాక్స్ కొత్త ఫైల్కి అలోకేట్ చేశాను, ఇంకా రిమైనింగ్ ఎన్ని ఉంటాయి? 5 ఉంటాయి. సో ఆ 5ని డిలీట్ చేయమన్నా, ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ 10లో నుంచి 5 డిలీట్ చేయండి, అది అక్కడ డిలీట్. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ద అలోకేటింగ్ స్పేస్ ఈజ్ డిలీటెడ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ లిస్ట్. అంటే మనం బయట మళ్ళీ చూపించడానికి 5 మాత్రమే అవైలబుల్ ఉన్నాయి అని. whenever we delete a file, then its free space is added to the free space list. The process of looking after and managing the free blocks of the disk is called free space management. ఒకసారి అంటే మనం ఫైల్స్ని డిలీట్ చేసినప్పుడు వచ్చిన ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ని కలెక్ట్ చేసి దాన్ని ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ లిస్ట్గా క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం. ఏదైనా కొత్త ఫైల్ న్యూ ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ అయినప్పుడు దానికి కావాల్సిన రిక్వైర్డ్ స్పేస్ని అలోకేట్ చేస్తాం, మళ్ళీ రిమైనింగ్ ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ని ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ లిస్ట్గా చూపిస్తుంటాం. ఇలా అలోకేట్ చేయటాన్ని డిలీట్ చేయటం, ఈ ప్రాసెస్ అంతటిని కలిపి ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అంటాం. మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రీ స్పేస్. There are some methods or techniques to implement a free space list. These are as follows. ఏమేంటంటే అవి, ఓకే, ఇక్కడ నేను డిప్లొమా వాళ్ళకి కూడా ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ చెప్తున్నాను, దానివల్ల తెలుగు కూడా వస్తుంది వాళ్ళకి, ఎందుకంటే తెలుగులో చెప్తున్నాము కొంచెం అట్లా. సో తెలుగు వస్తుంది, నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఐ హోప్ యూ హ్యావ్ నో ప్రాబ్లం. I'm going to switch over from English to Telugu, right? చూడండి, దీస్ ఆర్ యాజ్ ఫాలోస్. ఏవేంటంటే ఒకటి బిట్ మ్యాప్స్, లింక్ లిస్ట్, గ్రూపింగ్, కౌంటింగ్. దీస్ ఆర్ ద 4 మెథడ్స్ ఆర్ టెక్నిక్స్ which are used for free space management. One more time, free space management is nothing but allocating a free space for a new file whenever the memory is not available, and the allocating free space is deleted from the free space list, and the new space is added to the free space list. This process is nothing but this management of free space is called free space management. Okay, these are the four techniques which are used for free space management: bitmap, linked list, grouping, counting. Okay, we have to see one by one. First one, bitmap. Bitmap. This technique is used to implement the free space management. When the free space is implemented as the bitmap or bit vector, then each block of the disk is represented by a bit. Okay, why we call it as a bitmap means here we have to represent each of the disk block. Each of the disk block is represented as a bit. Okay, that's why we call it as a bitmap free space management technique. So this technique is used to implement the free space management. Okay, when the free space is implemented as the bitmap or bit, we can call it as bitmap or bit vector, then each block of the disk is represented by a bit, either 0 or 1. So you have to represent the free space block of the disk as a bit. We can call it as a bitmap, bit or bit vector. That's why we call it as bitmap. When the block is, you have to observe this point, when the block is free, its bit is set to 1. Mean if the bit is set to 1, then that block is free, and when the block is allocated to the bit is set to 0. Mean we have number of blocks. Whenever the bit is 1, then that block is free. Whenever the bit is 0, then the block is allocated. I mean already allocated. Allocated block is represented with 0, and free block is represented with 1. Here the main advantage of the bitmap is it is relatively simple and efficient in finding the first free block and also the consecutive free blocks in the disk. Consecutive means sequential block. The main advantage of bitmap is relatively simple and efficient in finding the first free blocks and also the consecutive free blocks in the disk. See, once you have to find a free block, then the consecutive free blocks may also finding easy. Next, many computers provide the bitmap manipulation instruction which is used by the users. I mean most of the computers are using this free space bitmap free space management technique. The calculation of the block number is done by the formula. See, there is no need of this formula because it is internally done. A number of bits for words into number of 0 value word plus offset of the first bit. So it doesn't need to think about this formula. Just we see with one example. Here, Apple Macintosh operating system. See, Apple OS. Hope you all know Apple OS. Operating system uses this bitmap method to allocate the disk space. Okay, this bitmap free space management technique is used by Apple OS, Apple operating system. Assume the following are free, rest are allocated. Here the blocks are, we have almost 14 blocks here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Under the blocks are represented with the zeros and ones. The blocks are represented with the zeros and ones. Here 0. See, already told you 0 represent the block is allocated. 1 represent the block is free. One more time. 0, here we have 14 blocks of memory. I mean, we have to use here a bitmap technique for available free space. We have to use here bit for representing either free memory or allocated. 0 means 0. The bit is 0 that represents the block is allocated. Mean that is not free. 1 is nothing but the block is free. So by using this representation 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. That means the second block, third block, fourth, fifth, 9, 10 and 13 blocks. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 blocks are available, I mean free. That is block number 2, block number 3, block number 4, block number 5, block number 9, block number 10 and block number 13. So these blocks are represented with a bit 1 that represents the particular blocks are free. Okay, this is bitmap free space management technique. Okay. Next, what are the advantages of this free space management bitmap? This technique is relatively simple. Okay, simple. This technique is very efficient to find the free space on the disk. For the purpose of identifying the free space on the disk, it is very efficient. And what are the disadvantages? Disadvantages of this technique is, this technique requires special hardware support to find the first one in a word. It is not 0. Okay, if 1 0 ni find out cheyadaniki there is a need of some special hardware. That is one of the disadvantage. This technique is not useful for larger disks. I mean, if the disk has more number of blocks, I mean huge number of blocks, this technique is not useful. I mean, not gives an efficiency. Let us say an example here. We have consider a disk where blocks 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 25, 26 and 27 are free, and the rest of the blocks are allocated. And the free space bitmap would be like this. Ante, for example, we have 30 blocks available in 30 blocks are available in disk, and some 30 or 50 or something 100 blocks. Here we have to represent these blocks are free and the remaining blocks are allocated. We have to represent 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, something like that. I mean, if you have more number of blocks in the disk and some of the blocks are allocated and some of the blocks are free, it is somewhat difficult to represent zeros and ones, zeros and ones, and means it leads to confusion. So this is not useful for the disk contains more number of blocks. Okay, this is one of the disadvantage. Okay, so one more time, free space management in operating. How can we manage the free space in the memory? For the purpose of management of free space, we have to use the following four techniques: bitmap, linked list, grouping, and counting. Okay, so bitmaps, how can we use bitmaps? We see it, right? And the example, and as well as advantages and disadvantages.